Here we go. Thank you so much, Lori, for taking some time out of your day to do this podcast interview. I need to come up with a name for this podcast, if that's what I'm going to call it. So, really, we're going to dive into your progress, your experience, really the results you've seen, and really just to kind of get a feel for who Lori is and what what your experience has been over the last 3 months. So I wanted to kick this thing off by asking you, who is Lori outside of this journey? Walk me through a day in your everyday life, your schedule, and like what you juggle day to day.
I'm a little boring, honestly. We are kid-free, empty nesters. So my days have definitely become a little more boring than they used to, chasing kids around and driving them to sports and doing all the things. That has changed for us in the last few years. So we just go to work and we come home and we hang out, and there's not a whole lot happening here. Sorry about it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I love that. Nothing wrong with boring. It sounds
Yeah,
like pretty routine to me. I
we're a
love
little
that.
boring. Yeah.
I definitely, yeah, I think it's human nature to just like default to like habits. And so when you can optimize your routine, I think that's great.
Yeah.
So before we started working together, what had you already tried as far as your health and fitness goals go?
Okay. Well, everything. I've tried it all. I've done, keto. I've done Atkins. I've done meal replacement shakes. I try GLP-1s. But those only last so long because, as soon as you stop that and you start eating the same, there goes that right out the door. Working out has
Yeah.
always been a part of my lifestyle, I think, but never super consistent. Like I've done CrossFit, and I used to do Zumba, and we years ago we did all these like Tough Mudder and Spartan races, and so we would train for those, but it never was something that I was super consistent at. I would do it for a month or two, and then, I'm tired and I don't want to get up and go to the gym, or it's after work and I have too much to do at home and I don't want to work out today. And that was, those were excuses, but I was fine with that. So this has been a game changer for me, this program.
Awesome. Dang, you've done all the things then.
We've,
Those
I-
those
I've
bring back memories. Atkins diet.
yeah, we've tried it all. We've tried it all. Yeah. Not eating, just
Dang, dang.
as few calories as I can take in, just to like, let's if I starve myself, surely I won't gain weight, or I'll lose weight. So yeah, done it. I've
Right.
done it.
Awesome. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize all of the things. So that's good to
Mhm.
hear.
Yeah.
So, talking about your journey now, like jumping into this, what was the moment you realized like what you were doing wasn't working or maybe even making it worse?
Um, honestly, I think it's when I hit perimenopause. Like nothing was working, or it would work for just a short period of time, and then I would go right back to wherever it was that I started from. Hormones are all over the place. And I definitely realized there has to be a change somewhere. There has to be something that I can do that not only makes me feel better, but I lose weight in the process, because that was, we all have a little weight we want to lose. But I wanted to build muscle and I wanted to feel strong, and I just wanted to feel good, and I was not feeling good.
Gotcha. Dang. Yeah, that's huge. That's
Mhm.
huge. So, most women, like yourself, I assume, come in thinking they need to eat less and less and less to lose weight. You came in and we actually started adding food in. So walk me through that a little bit. How was that mentally when I first told you, kid, we're going to eat more food?
Shocking. I was like, what do you mean you want me to eat more food? How am I supposed to lose weight if you're upping my calories and my macros every single week? I am baffled at the amount of food that you can take in and still lose weight if you're eating the proper foods. It's mind blowing to me, because that's not how I grew up. I grew up thinking that you have to cut your calories, or you can't eat carbs, or all the other different things that we decide to try. So shocking. That's yeah.
Awesome.
It's crazy to me.
Love that. Love that. It really is. It really is. And it's still kind of shocking to me at times when cases like this where we have been bumping your food up almost every week for like 2.5 months, and it's
Mhm.
been crazy. So what has the progress been the last 3 months? And like from eating more, not less, what kind of progress have you seen?
Aside from weight loss, like, I weighed in this morning and I'm down another 2 pounds. So 19 pounds total, which is crazy in the last 3 months. There's
Yes,
I
love
see a,
that.
I see a little bit of muscle definition, which is super nice to see. But overall, I just feel really good. I want to get up in the morning and go to the gym. I look forward to, eating the healthy foods. I'm not craving the junk that I, wanted to snack on and eat before. I think that is the biggest thing for me. I feel really, really good. And that's huge.
Love that. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, yeah, you're down 19 pounds. That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
incredible. But how you feel along the way is
Mhm.
ultimately, like, regardless of what the number says on the scale,
Yes.
like it's how you wake up, how your energy is and your confidence, like all those things are way more important. So I love that. Really, really good. Um Okay, what was the biggest, we maybe already touched on this, but what was the biggest mindset shift you had in those first few weeks that maybe caught you off guard?
Um, Wrapping my mind around the food, like really, like, eating. I have to eat this every day in order to achieve these goals, which is, like I said earlier, is crazy. It's shocking to me that this is this is what you're really supposed to do to lose weight and to feel good. So that was a big mind shift for me.
Big time. Love
Hmm.
that. Okay, good stuff. So, bringing up both you and Abe, because you and your husband have been both rocking it.
I am so
So what
proud of
has that been like having somebody, oh, what's that?
I said I am so proud of him. He's doing so good.
Yes, me
All right.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. I love that. I think we're both lagging a little bit, so I apologize, but it'll record on both of our ends just fine, even if it feels like I'm lagging. Um, yeah, so you and Abe have both been doing this. What's that been like having someone in the same household, like on the same page as you, on the same journey?
I think it's super helpful. I think if he would have done it without me or I would have done it without him, I don't think the results would have been the same. I think that one of us would maybe want to eat outside of what the other one is doing, or maybe I don't want to go to the gym that day and he wants to go. I think that having that support system and doing it together is super helpful for both of us. It's fun. It's fun to see each other's progress. It's fun to go to the gym together. It's, nice to meal prep together. He hasn't always been super big on helping with the meals, but he is in the kitchen with me every Sunday, helping me meal prep, and preparing our week. So it's really nice to be by each other's side doing this.
Oh, I love that so much, so much. Okay. So with that, dive into that a little bit. How has how has this been like doing this together? Has it changed your relationship at all? Like whether it's how you cook, you said he's spending more time with you in the kitchen, but like grocery shopping and like how you spend time together?
Yeah, it does. We go to the gym together now, which before he would go in the morning and the evenings. And I wasn't gonna get up and go before work before. And there was a lot of time in the evenings where I was like, no, you just go ahead. I have things to do at home. Um, and like in the food, I was always responsible for the food. Once in a while he would, barbecue or something, but he wasn't, like I said, super helpful, super helpful with that. So that's been really nice. We crank the music on Sundays and we just get in the kitchen together and cook together, and it's fun and playful, and going to the gym together and seeing each other's progress. It's, we've been married for almost 30 years. So having this
Wow.
having this is, I'm going to get a little bit emotional. It's really special.
I love that so much.
Sorry.
Why is it making you emotional? That's okay.
I don't know why is making me emotional. I don't know if it's just a different, we've been together a really long time. Like I was 17 when we started dating. That's a long time. And you go through a lot of changes together. There's a lot that happens in that time. And I think and we've always been close. There's never ever been a time where I didn't think that he is my forever person ever. This just sort of solidifies and gives us a renewed enjoyment of each other, I think, which is super special.
Oh, I love that so much, so much. Oh, that hits me in my feelers, Lori. Jeez, I love
Sorry.
that. That's
I
powerful.
didn't think I was going to get
Um,
emotional.
no, that's
Oh,
okay. Because honestly, I mean, I I resonate with that, even though me and Dre have only been together a few years. I'm like, yeah, she's definitely my person. She makes all the things that are important to me so much more fun. Like we just enjoy each other's company and all the little things, cooking, exercising together, all the things. So I love that. And that's exciting for me early in this relationship. I'm like, man, 30 years in, you guys are still rocking and feel that. I love that so much. That's
thank
cool.
you. Yeah,
Really powerful.
it's been a
Love
journey,
that.
and I'm thankful he's by my side.
Yeah, what would you say, put a little twist on it, but what would you say to a woman or a man that maybe their partner isn't quite on board with what they're doing? What would you say to that person?
Oh, I would say to try to include them wherever they're willing to be included. If you decide that you're going to go take a walk, ask if they want to walk with you. Maybe there's a special meal that they want, ask them to join you in the kitchen and help you prep it. Um, uh, Maybe just try the little steps first and see if that gets them excited to join you.
Oh, spot on. I love that. I'm taking that one. We're taking that one down on my own notes. I love that. Um, yeah, especially like the kitchen one. What's a meal you enjoy and let's cook it together. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what does someone with like your type of lifestyle, right? You work a lot, you guys get up super early. What do you have to do to believe in yourself to take your health as a priority on a daily basis?
Oh, I think that you have to recognize that you're worth it. You're worth the time and the effort that it takes to put the work in for yourself. A lot of us, tend to put ourselves off to the side and put all these other things first and prioritize all these other things. You can't be the best for all those other things if you're not the best for yourself. It took me a long time to realize that I'm worth the time and the effort. Honestly, up until 3 months ago, I did all the things, but then nothing ever stuck. Um, you're worth it, and you should pour into yourself.
Yes, love that. I love that. I love the confidence there. Really good. So has there been a stressful week or a moment where life got like completely in the way, maybe tried to throw you off track on the program, and how did you handle that?
Yes, there's been a few times with work that I've had to shift my workout to the evening. Like I couldn't make it to the gym in the morning because my team needed me there, earlier than I would typically get there. And so I had to shift those workouts to the afternoon, which I hate. I hate an afternoon workout. After work, I don't want to. But so I had to do that a couple times, and I made sure that my gym bag was packed, that I took it with me to work, that on the way home from work, that was my stop. I didn't come home first because I knew if I came home first, I probably wasn't going back out of the house. So I made sure that I
Yep.
was prepared to stop on the way home and hit the gym first before I came home. There's been a few
Love
times.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, definitely threw a wrench in your day for sure, but you're like, all right, I'm just gonna bring my gym clothes with me
Yeah.
and we're gonna make this work still.
Yeah. We're just gonna do it.
Heck yeah. I love it. Get it done. Make sure you get it done. So, beyond the 19 pounds that you've lost, which is incredible, how else has your life actually changed over the last 3 months?
I want to do more. Like I want to go out on the weekends and hang out with friends. I want to, before it was like, well, I'm tired and I just want to stay home. Abe is the social butterfly of the two of us. So he is always willing to like, let's go hang out and go do this where I'm like, I just want to stay home today. But I want to get out. I want to move. I want to do the things. So I don't want to just sit in the house and, be idle.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, really cool. That's a unique answer. Wanting to do more stuff. Okay, so other than the 19 pounds down, what's a non-scale victory that maybe hit harder than, whatever the scale number could say?
Um, I think the gym. I think training with weights has been I've never pushed myself as hard. Before I would just be like, "Oh, well that was good enough." So it feels really good to lift weights and I didn't think that I would be one to love going to the gym to lift weights. I love it. I really do. I look forward to it.
Heck yeah.
So that
Oh,
that's huge for me because before I didn't want anything to do with it. I was all about the cardio. I love the weights.
yep. Yeah, and that's I see that a lot. So what would you say to a woman out there that is maybe afraid to lift some weights and just wants to stick to her cardio sessions?
Try it. You're gonna love it. Just give it a shot.
There you go. Heck yeah, I love that. Yeah, you just might love it. You might fall in love
Mhm.
with it. Okay. So, other than Abe, because you live with him, but has anyone else in your life noticed a change in you the last couple months since we've been working together? And what did they say?
Yeah, we have several people have noticed the workouts and we had some friends that hadn't seen us for a while and they were like, "Wow, you guys look really good. You've lost weight. Clearly you've lost weight and we can see, you got some muscle going." So, it's definitely been noticed, which is always nice because you don't necessarily notice it yourself. So when someone that hasn't seen you in a while,
Yeah.
makes a comment, that's always nice to hear.
Heck yeah. Oh, really cool. Okay. What's something you used to say about yourself, about your body or your habits that you would never say to yourself now?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know that I said anything negative about myself, but I definitely would have given myself excuses to not
Mm.
do the things, and those are no
Okay.
longer an option. I feel too good to go back to what I was.
Got it. Got it. Okay. What kind of excuses would you tell yourself?
Well, I'm tired. I have too much to do at home. I need to cook dinner. I have a load of laundry to do. Let me vacuum the floor. This kid needs something. The dogs need something. Whatever could be an excuse or a reason as to why I had it.
That's fair. That's fair. Dang, I appreciate the honesty too. That's awesome. Really good stuff. Okay. What's one thing that you eat now that maybe you never could have thought like let me rephrase that. What's one thing you eat now that you never thought you could eat on a regular basis to lose weight?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not a picky eater. Um, so I don't think that there's anything that we're eating that I wouldn't normally eat. We're just eating healthier options. Like I'm not, ordering a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
I'm having like whole foods now rather than, the junk foods.
Got it. Okay, good stuff. Good, good. So just different amounts of the foods, I'm sure, for sure.
Yes, that's for sure.
Oh, this is good stuff. Okay. So just a couple more I had as we close this thing out. What would you say to the woman sitting at home right now who feels like she's tried everything and nothing works and she's convinced herself that her metabolism is just broken?
It's not. You just need help getting started. So I seeing the praises about this program. I love this program and I am so thankful for you. So anybody that asks, I'm always saying, you know, get a coach. They know what they're doing. Let me give hook you up with Esai. Let me get I anybody that will listen, I will tell them. Because we've all been trained that we're supposed to do X, Y, and Z when in reality that is not at all how we're supposed to be doing it. And so I would suggest doing a little research and finding someone that can get them going.
Yes, love that. Love that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you look at even like professional athletes, right? They have a head coach.
Mhm.
Any kind of really any professional has some sort of coach or mentor for sure. So I think this is no different. I would agree with that. And then lastly, what would what would Lori say to herself 90 days ago, the version of you right before you and your husband got started in this program? What would you say to her?
You're worth it. You're worth investing in, and you're worth pouring into.
Love it. Straight to the point. You're worth
Mhm.
it. That's
Mhm.
solid. I love it. Really good stuff, Lori. Any last final words or any other last things that you would say about, your progress, your experience over the last couple of months?
I'm super thankful for you. I'm so glad that Abe talked to you several times before we decided to join your program.
Yep.
I'm just super thankful. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for this program, and I'm thankful that Abe and I decided to give it a shot and see what happens, because it has been a life changer for us, and I'm just grateful.
Oh, I love that. Well, I receive that, and I want you guys to know how thankful I am for you guys for trusting in me and giving me the opportunity to help you guys through this. So it's really a win-win, and I couldn't be happier having you guys on board. So thank you, Lori. You've been awesome.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Well, cool. We can wrap it up there then. I kind of went through, yeah, we wrapped through all those questions pretty quick. So I don't have anything else, and I'll let you get back to your evening so that you can get back to you and Abe's evening routine, whatever that looks like. But what does your evening routine look like anyways? Because you guys get up really early.
Yeah, very early. We're in bed by 7:30. Okay. We're tired.
Wow,
We're tired. There has been a couple days this week
that's
where we've
impressive.
yeah, there's been a couple days this week where we have gotten to bed an hour and a half, almost 2 hours later than usual, and the alarm is still going off at 3:30, so we have definitely felt that. So yeah, I need my full 8 hours.
There you go. I love that. Yeah, you guys make it happen. The
Which
3:30, 3 a.m. wake up is not for everybody, that's for
is
sure.
not. Yeah. Yeah, it's early.
Love it. Well, cool, Lori. Again, thank you so much. I'm extremely grateful for you and Abe. You guys have been awesome and such a great addition to the team. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks again.
Thank you.